Welcome to ROGN, the Rogue Squadron news network on the Founders server. I'm Lostpinky, and in tonight's news, HOM PhilLucPicard is drained by a galactic group of independent alliances. HOM Ekon suffers more humiliating defeats attempting to disrupt Rogue operations. And Rogue continue to interrupt and steal armada contracts assigned to HOM. First tonight, in what was a surprising turn of events today, the shield generators for the station of one of the most powerful independents in the galaxy failed. It didn't take long before an attempt by the Independence Alliance, Rogue, breached the base defences of HOM's PhilLucPicard, paving the way for hundreds of millions in resources to be distributed around the galaxy. For Rogue leader Chagina, this was a great opportunity to recover many resources lost earlier in the month when a new computer update on the station defense systems left him vulnerable to attack. The footage we have captured here was obtained by Rogue Squadron News when our ships arrived in system. An estimated 40 separate independents were observed joining forces to drain the HOM leader of all his stored resources. By the time ROGN was able to scan the station, reserves had already dropped to $228 million dilithium, 48 million parasteel, and just under 7 million tritanium. It seems due to the lineup of independents attempting to recover resources that the station docking systems were overloaded. Automated repair drones were continuously being generated by Phil Station in an attempt to restore base defences, but as can be seen, these targets were easily taken down by the transport ships as they attempted to dock. This embarrassing failure of shield generators follows additional embarrassing encounters for HOM, with the footage emerging of HOM's third most powerful member losing ships to rogue forces in multiple encounters. Ekon's loss of his prized Constitution class, which was gifted to him by Federation ambassadors for his propaganda efforts throughout the year, was followed by subsequent loss of his Saladin class ship only hours later. Ekon reportedly commented in galactic comms channels that the loss would not set him back and his shipyard would have his ships back in action in no time. He also vowed sword forces would control the galaxy. When questioned on this statement, a witness alleged he failed to respond. We now return to the battle. Planet Boel appeared to have no orbital room left, so additional forces were required to orbit the nearby planets of Peluk, Weddubi, and Madazak, in the Klingon system of Yadro. Typically, the Klingons are quite aggressive against encroachments on their territory. However, in this case, authorization was given for independents to orbit additional planets in surrounding systems in order to participate in the battle. Multiple ships can be seen parked in the space near the planetary system, observing the progress of the operation. ROGN reporters were able to also confirm that these sentry ships were on the lookout for HOM reinforcements. With the escalations of hostilities between the great powers of the Alpha and Beta quadrants, multiple new defense structures have been observed being constructed throughout known territorial space. These outposts are far more powerful than even some fleets of ships and provide defensive support at the trade route entry points into systems. In an effort to counter the build-up of these structures before committing to major offensive action, galactic militaries are contracting independent alliances to deal with these obstacles. The reward for completing a contract can be substantial and help the group involved to gain additional favour with opposing factions. ROGN reports that a number of contracts have been disrupted recently as opposing independent factions target armada fleets at rally points before they can fully assemble. This footage shows a HOM fleet destroyed by a single rogue member using only 2 ships. As seen, HOM's Viva Los Rusty Dome is seen running from the incoming attack, leaving HOM's USS Scorpion and Glimmer as open targets. The remaining ships are dispatched quickly, and Viva Los Rusty Dome is chased across the system, with one of his ships taking refuge on the planet Viros, where he was unable to provide his home comrades with any further support due to the planet's disruptive atmosphere inhibiting his ship's escape. Minutes later, Viva Los Rusty Dome's second ship is chased out of the system. We return now to the footage of HOM's PhilLucPicard being trained by a consortium of independent alliances. At this point in the battle, there were reports that HOM ships were spotted arriving in the system. HOM's Billy appeared to attempt to distract the task force with a couple of ships, however sensors detected these ships' warp cores exploding as they were quickly dispatched by the Rogue-led forces, including members of NICE, ANZ, Khan, BRBL, and Ewok alliances. ROGN reporters were able to conduct interviews with some of the Klingon captains as they passed by the planet and witnessed the battle. We cross now to Captain Kurok of the IKS Dushdoch.
It was a glorious battle to witness, and had it been the Chancellor's wishes, my crew and I would have gladly aided the independent forces conquering the Patak, PhilLucPicard. The Independents cracked that station like a Klingon warrior cracking open a tribble. I have never seen so many transport ships active at once for any operation. The Klingon Empire is grateful to the service which these independents have provided the galaxy. PhilLucPicard has destroyed hundreds of Klingon ships, sending many a brave warrior to Stovokol. For the crew of that station, it was indeed a good day to die.
When questioned further as to the reason why the Klingon Empire didn't intervene, the captain referred us to the Klingon High Council. Further footage has been obtained of additional contract denial operations performed by independent rogue members against home fleets. We cross now to this exclusive footage, where we can see HOM Razorback being the first casualty. Once destroyed, HOM's Count Dracula 32 attempts to chase the intruder as once again HOM's Viva Los Rusty Dome is seen fleeing the system. Count Dracula 32 is then intercepted by a second intruder ship, only to abandon the system as well. The rogue ships take up position at the trade route entry point to the system and begin to disrupt incoming HOM forces, protecting the Klingon outposts. The HOM member, currently known as Bones, is seen to fall quickly to the awaiting Burrell, while HOM's White Wolf 776 attempts to lead the intruder's ships away from the system entry point to allow his allied forces to arrive and achieve their objective. However, the rogue ships are not fooled by this play and return to find HOM USS Scorpion and HOM T3 Raw 3 entering the system. T3 Raw 3 speeds towards the rally point before being run down by the rogue Burrell, with 15 seconds left on the rally timer before the contract was to be executed. HOM were unable to complete their objective again. HOM's Stargate Command and HOM's Fear the Billy both arrive just after the designated start time. However, Billy proves to invoke zero fear and is quickly destroyed while Stargate Command retreats. We return to the action around Ba'ul, where it appears that the final resources have been transported off Phil Station. This will be a significant blow to one of the tyrannical titans of the galaxy. Yes, it does appear that the final cleanup crews are starting to leave, and rogue forces are beginning to disperse. Reportedly, the total operation took less than 1 hour, and 40 plus independents were in attendance. As operations like this increase, the question will be how long until HOM realise their aggression will only result in their destruction. I'm Lostpinky for Rogue Squadron News.